Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Ender Magnolia. In our previous episode, we finally managed to defeat the boss over here, Garm. And yeah, he's a lot like Jared in his final functionality. He lets us smash through growths on the floor. So, that means we can finally go here. I'm very excited to go beneath the old city and see what we find. Hard to believe a place such as this exists beneath the old city market. Subterranean waterway. Ooh, you are targetable by that, so we're gonna take advantage of that. Nearly drowned, but the tuner came to my aid. All of us that were cast aside, she understood how it felt. Go ahead. Use these. Tipped over to a slightly higher damage number for our gun, which is great. Corroded warning sign. Do not dispose of homunculi in the waterway. Homunculi of dubious nature have been sighted. Turning back is recommended. Milius homunculus guard core. Alright. Haven't been abandoned for long, but one day you'll be just like us. That's grim. Grimoire! Alright, nice. So that's as much as we'll be able to do in here until we get the swimming ability. Presumably we will get the swimming ability in this area. Ooh. All right. Oh, this thing is producing the rats. Gotcha. So we'd seen something similar to that in the previous game. I just didn't connect the dots. Can I wall climb up this? It doesn't seem like it. So we will return to that later. Ooh, but can you leverage this to get down here? Interesting. Happen. Assume that this probably connects to that. Feels suspicious. Why does this spot exist? hide that from me. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this. Alright. Hide from the flame damage. Chloe's bracelet. Improves stats, primarily defense. Up to 2 bracelets can be equipped at a time. A distinctive bracelet engraved with the name of an attuner, Chloe. Judging by the intricate craftsmanship, it was likely a gift from a loved one. How I took so much damage so quickly. I assumed the rats did something to me. Bad. Hey, level 26. We're humans toiling until cores break, even everything we do. Can't go this way because of the water. Alright, so that's this room completed. See that shot spot. Man, those things, they are not kidding about how much damage they do. You get one of those little yellow orbs to the face, and it is bad news bears. Shit. Alright, that was our one free death. Hey, get our free death back. Excellent. 10 and 40. That's not bad, actually. I feel like it's a loss compared to either of those two, but still. Alright, we'll keep going. Are you Yarrow? An attuner. It appears we were too late. What is this? Blighted note. To whoever has the misfortune of coming across this letter, do me the honor of seeing it to my arcane instrument is left in good hands. For someone that spent so much of her life running away, things down here were pretty good. There is a cruel finality to death, but my belongings will serve as proof that I lived. This will prove most useful. We should be grateful. Her last wish, we should honor it. For the sake of those that remain. Let's go. Action dive with an arcane instrument that allows one to traverse the waters. With it, attacking, recovery, evasion, and dashing may be performed just as effortlessly as on solid ground. You may now move freely in all directions while in water, as well as perform attacks, dodges, and healing. Explore areas under the water to discover new paths and items. Cool. Well, that is exactly what I was hoping to find in this area. Really interesting that it allows us to use just all of our abilities. The previous game, there was a distinction between aquatic and non-aquatic abilities, which I thought added an interesting component But also, I have to acknowledge, I didn't really engage with that system very much. Like, the non-aquatic abilities, it just meant that I wasn't using them while I was underwater. Which, yeah, that's what that means. But, like, I didn't really, like, try and build, like, oh, this is my underwater loadout, etc., etc. You know? Eye of the Beast increases materials obtained from breaking objects by 15%. An arcane instrument created by House Frost in ancient times. The eye sealed within is said to have been extracted from a beast dwelling in the Crimson Forest and reacts to magic. Originally conceived as part of a research effort, it was deemed unethical by the sorcerer's village and subsequently disposed of. Okay. Hello? Huh. Well, we can sort of go that way, but the flow is a problem. So maybe we'll find an ability that lets us swim better? That was super the wrong call. Nope, still took a boatload of damage there. Tuner's Pendant increases damage dealt by 20% when attacking in water. Oop, click through. Hold on, let's see if we can. Relics. Where'd you go? A pendant worn by an attuner that lived with the homunculi in the waterways. While simple in its workmanship, it appears to have been a gift from the homunculi and remains in good condition. The sentiment behind it makes it invaluable. Let's take a closer look at our map. Right. We'll go ahead and pop over here. This place feels soothing. Here, I thought you liked being underground. Hey, level 27, nice. Oh, interesting. This just loops around. Okay, sure. Ah, sneaky, sneaky. 400 materials, hell yeah. It is kind of funny that the label for when you can like inspect something is talk, because it's like that's a dead body. We're not really talking to them. We're maybe talking at them, but there was a lot of other homunculi kids at the subterranean testing site too. We all had the same hair and looked alike. I thought of them as my brothers. You were there too. A lot of time together. You don't remember, do you? Sorry. No, never mind. All the same, thank you for sharing that with me. Alright. Alright, so within the context of this area, oh wow, this is only one? Within the context of this area, the water one feels like a pretty good one. I'm a little tempted. Let's take the cooldown one off. Let's put the water one on. Let's also put this one on, because Jesus. And that leaves us one left, so we'll put this one on. Extra materials seems great to me, because I wouldn't be surprised if this game is tuned such that you have to go out of your way to have enough to afford everything. It is kind of silly seeing that whole flying underwater. Ooh, okay. Nice. Love that. Shot ability in order to get up to that spot. Bird. Alright. Let's see if we can handle that little swimmy spot now. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to. We've gotten a lot of parts, and we have not figured out how to spin them yet. I thought I was far enough away, and I was wrong. Okay, well, we just burned our free death for no reason. Jesus. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this. Like, oof. We're making good headway on the next level. unidentified core. Nice. Hell yeah. Shit. Alright, well that... At least we leveled up, level 28. Well, that came very close to killing us. The enemies hit pretty hard. I just put myself into the path of that one. I don't know why. Interesting. Getting the relic that heals you for a little bit every time you kill an enemy really early on has some like really interesting like net results for like how I behave. Do these little rats jumping out into the water, does that get me any healing? Well, I guess we'll never know. I'm sure we'll figure it out later, but... Alright, 250 materials. Yet somehow this room isn't complete. We're missing something. Eventually reveal. Okay, yeah, never mind. It was just that I needed to reveal a little bit more of the corner. Shockingly well. Materials times 350, hell yeah. Alright. This actually puts us... We've done what we can, so that means we need to go deal with this side, I reckon. Ooh, and that. Let's actually go deal with that first. I want to get that sorted. Alright, so we got a thing for Nola. We can upgrade her normal original attack. Cool. Spirit Piercer. So, what's our damage looking like here? So, pretty freaking good. Go faster. What's smaller range? I'll stick with the axe for now. But I can feel myself wanting, like, considering switching over. Alright, so down and then over. Alright. Get in this water. Let's find out what's what. we can also hold the sprint button while underwater. That is a very nice quality of life. Excellent, more HP. Can we? I think we can easily. Yeah, so what we need to do, back to here, now we'll loop around a little bit. Bad job here. So, should be able now to get down in here, grab this, whatever this is, materials, sure. This is not something that we can penetrate yet. And at the very least, come down over here, figure out. Right. Let's... I guess this one's the closest to the next little watery bit. Trying to make myself remember, hey, sit on the benches, double check that there's not more, talking available as you warp around. Alright, this was here this whole time, and I failed to notice it. Materials times 150, hell yeah. I like these little, like, secret, like, hey, here's some materials. You don't need to find these, you could just grind out the materials the old-fashioned way, if you prefer, but they're available. I don't trust this at all. Really? All this little secret-y bit and nothing there? That... I don't trust that. Final disposal site. Alright, we're back on trash dumps from the upper and central stratums. No one comes us here unless they're levy. Whoa. Dung beetle. Of sorts. Level 29. Nice. Alright, that is this room completed. We'll keep going over here. No stagger meter on this guy, which I find slightly surprising, but fair enough, I guess. We were all thrown out, but I have lots of work. I am happy. What are you? Materials times 500. Nice. Cleaning, cleaning. Please stand back. Little more height. I do believe we will be able to get by leveraging this stuff. Right, we've broken that, but the water is still poisonous, so poisonous over there, but this water is clean. Whoa, look at you. You look cool. Letter in a bottle. Lord Motley, how long has it been since you went missing? Rumor has it that after Lord Kane's death, yours followed shortly after. Nonetheless, we reject Declan as our new lord and anxiously await word of your return. May this letter find you or someone that knows your whereabouts. Alright, so let's try this one. I'm kind of expecting that I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna, you know, drop down that hole, and the hole's gonna be like, cool, this is actually the way out. You need to go a completely different direction. And if that's the case, that's the case. Why does my nose itch so much? Hey, level 30. Yeah, there was no way to that. Secret rooms on the secret rooms. There we go. Cleaner's Tag increases damage dealt to staggered enemies by 15%. Pendant belonged to one on the cleaner station at the final disposal site where garbage from the upper and lower stratums is discarded. The homunculi tasked with cleaning duties often find themselves assailed by the constant shower of falling detritus and have developed abnormalities as a result. Alright, and that's this room handle. Cool. So, not what I wanted, but worth getting all the same. So now we need to, I am assuming, work our way to this spot. So let's see if we can do that. Too bad. Because it takes pretty unnecessary damage. I think actually we're going to need to go up and above. I think we could go the lower way, but doing so would require taking some damage. Rather not do that. There we go. Nice. This is very good because we hadn't used up our heals. Yep. Garbage collection. I suspect a number of homunculi have been disposed of at the final disposal site. Thinking of the homunculus graveyard? Is that even real? Don't the recycled homunculi dismantle and recycle everything down here? They don't appear to be functioning as intended at present, though. It ain't just the disposal site that sees a shower of trash from the upper and central stratums. Folk in the lower stratum are used to having trash rain down all the time. It ain't right, the way they treat both homunculi and other humans. Cool. The way he's just like chilling there. Just... Nothing like that. How are we doing on cash, actually? Got a lot of materials and what feels like a lot of scrap and fragments. But... Ooh, this feels like a boss arena. Roller giant orb. Okay. Boom, first try. Oh god. That's... Oh, okay. Help me. Did the garbage talk? What an awful thing to say, even if it isn't entirely untrue. If you don't mind, can you help me out of here? Thank you for saving me. I'm Yarrow, and a tuner. What are you doing inside that ball of garbage? The magic supply system in the lower stratum is broken, which means the central stratum is inaccessible. Came down to try and find a solution, but, well, you saw what happened. What did you have in mind? We're trying to reach the central stratum too. I see. Would you be willing to help repair the magic supply system then? Up ahead, there's a giant bug-like homunculus whose core has fused with the supply system. But, well, I'm no good with bugs, so I'm surprised you made it this far. Thought I'd get over it, but just the size of that thing. I don't deserve to be in a tuner. Maybe this pile of garbage is where I belong. Leave it to us, we'll take care of it. If you could. I think he's like wringing his hands, but to my eyes, it kind of looks like he's making like a heart with them. New model core. Components can be used to unlock and enhance abilities among his cores. Yes. Hold on. I think I might be able to put that towards one of my actually used abilities. Yes. Oh, that's actually huge, because this is probably our most used ability. I'm constantly holding down the right bumper. Hell yeah. What do you need now? Special alloy core. Heard. Alright. Oh, huge. Huge. That went really shockingly well. We'll go left to this secret. Can't hide from me. Oh! 15. Nice. Get the fuck out of here. Materials times 600. We are sitting on so many materials now. Hell yeah. Oh, that feels good. Stagger on those guys. This... Huh. Is that the first time we've seen one of those in this game? Or have we seen one and I've forgotten? Still, feels significant to have seen one like that. Definitely something right up here. We'll be back. We'll be back. That actually tracks a little bit. I was not expecting the tracking. I mean, like it definitely curved. That worked. Do I want to go back? Yeah, I do. That boring dealt with. Not naming any names. In the wrong hole. So we just need to drop here, jump over. Now we should be good with that. Cool. What are you gonna be? Obsolete core. Nice. Hell yeah. Boy loves to upgrade his abilities, so hell yeah. Silencing Light's documents. Silencing Light, a portable arcane instrument presently in the experimental stages. Aim to nullify the effects of the fumes. The device detects when blight infestation has exceeded the limits of the purification vials and releases a lethal gas before the carrier can transform into a blighted. It is being mandated that all residents of the lower stratum, which is at greater risk from the fumes, carry it on their person. Wow. So essentially a suicide pill before the blight can take over. Oof. Fear talk. Moonin scared. Garn sad. Moonin, Garn isn't a mutant anymore. Don't be scared, he's our friend. Ooh. It's understandable for her to be wary of someone as imposing as Garn. Then she must be scared of you, too. I beg your pardon. What do you say, Moonin? I enjoy that there's some levity here. Alright, so we could unlock this. Having more speed for Moonin's attacks might be good. That said, it's got so little power. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to unlock this. Alright, and it uses a special alloy amplifier. I was kind of hoping there might be another one subsequent to it, which would let us unlock more stuff. I'm actually go ahead and unlock these other things, even though I'm not planning to use them. See if that triggers any dialogue on stuff. Nope. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so within this area, definitely stuff going on over there, which we are gonna... We saw some little, like, hookshot points there, so we'll get to them later. Poisoned water. Oh yeah, just continuing on. That's this room completed. Nice. Jesus, I'm taking so much damage so quickly. Why did I jump into that? Oh, that was my free death. Well, are you friendly? Yes, you are. Raw waste is burnable, scrap metal is not. Homunculi, careful recycling, sort waste and offer to the gods. Do we have a village of spider robots here? I clean very good, but Garbage King better. Garbage King, master of cleaning. Waste levels exceeded. Unable to process. Ooh. Something over there. Journal of an Attuner. It's been half a year since I left my companions in the Attuner squad. I thought our job was to aid the homunculi, but the reality proved very different. Only the most gifted attuners are allowed the opportunity to tune. The rest of us with low resistance to the blight and a lower aptitude for magic are resigned to collecting parts and cores from defunct mutants. We're just cogs in the wheel to both House Milius and House Frost, overworked until we burn out. Rough. Pop that. Let's see what's over here. I just jumped into it. I don't know why I'm doing that. You know what? Sure. Jesus, holy. Most of my health bar. Level 32. Been bad about forgetting to use some of my abilities in this area. Alright, nice. Shit. Come on, Self, what are you doing? HP up by 5, I'll take it. Right, got a lot of gross water here. Nope, 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 nope. It's possible that I'm supposed to like swim through that while it's like terrible, but we're gonna hold off on doing that until we have to. I think I actually see the bit where I have to do that. What let's do, let's explore the other options first. This one also looks terrible. I'm pretty sure I do need to like swim in there in the tainted water, but I'd rather do that with a full set of heals on me and my little charm. Nice. Right. Well, I think let's actually, since we picked up a bunch of materials, we haven't been back to purchase materials in a little while, so we'll go spend that cash, get ourselves some extra relic slots to work with. I think, ooh, also some new bangles. Ow. We have, yeah, we've got reflective carapace. Again, it's asking me to do a thing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, just so that we've cleared it out. We are surprisingly close to being able to afford this right now. Back to here. Now let's see, relics. See what we can do. So with 2 more slots, let's take you off. I'll leave you on. The water one might not be worth having on right now. But with 3 points to work with, let's go for this one, the desperation one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Overall, I'd say that's a pretty solid episode. We're sitting at level 32. We're deep in here. I think I know where we need to go. I think we need to just swim down through that so that we can pop open this little door. Not sure about how to get to this one. Maybe we have to go through all this crap, which would be unfortunate, but also kind of unsurprising. Making the player suffer is, part of the name of the game. Eyeballing the rest of the map just to see other stuff that I may have missed or forgotten about. Oh yeah, I feel like we're doing pretty good. The gray rooms that remain are rooms that I'm like, I know why it's gray, so oh yeah. I really like the way that this game and the previous game do rooms that coloring the rooms in individually when you complete them. I find that to be a very pretty compelling way of doing mapping. And this game, now that the rooms have gone from being just rectangles to being like detailed outlines, love that. Like, it makes this map so much better. So yeah, this is where we're gonna call it here. YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!